Hello and welcome to a brand new Lost Ark video. You have showed an overwhelming support in my last video and requested I do min-maxing guide. So here it is, the ultimate min-maxing guide to tier 1 to tier 3 progression on NA and EU launch. Everything said and showed in the video will be a step-by-step what I plan on doing on launch, and it will also be converted into some sort of a written guide for people who prefer to read guides. Due to how Lost Ark launch has been scheduled, the initial min-maxing is structured around completing all daily and weekly content before first reset. The problem is that the launch happens in different local times in different time zones. Daily reset has been confirmed for 1 AM server time and weekly reset is on Thursdays at 1 AM server time. Launch times are as follows: 9 AM PST, 12 PM EST, which means players in PST time zone will have 16 hours before daily reset, EST has 13 hours and EU has 7 hours. Considering that leveling to 50 takes around 10 to 11 hours, it makes it literally impossible for EU players to reach 50 before daily reset at 1 AM. This isn't really a problem, but it's going to make a small difference in min-maxing for NA and EU players before first daily reset, which will be explained later. If you're going to min-max early on, it's important that you don't take more than 10 to 11 hours to reach level 50. This doesn't matter for EU players, but you should still level as fast as you can. When you reach 50, you want to progress your main story quest in Vern Castle until you unlock Chaos Dungeons, Guardian Raids and daily Una tasks. Unlocking some of these might require a simple purple guide quest that you can find by going into your quest journal and clicking guide quests at the top. After that, you want to use Song of Trixion and teleport to Trixion, where you will take Awakening quest from NPC called Beatrice. Completing the quest takes 15 to 20 minutes and it will unlock your level 50 skill and your Awakening skill. After you complete the quest, you will want to go to character selection screen and create 5 alts. This will start generating res bonus on all alts, so once you level them up to 50, you will have full res bonus and gain better rewards. Recently it has been confirmed that NA and EU will get knowledge transfer system that is only available in Korea. Essentially this means that you can pay gold for your alts to be leveled automatically. There are some restrictions and requirements for this. For every automatically leveled alt, you need to manually level a character to level 50. So if you are looking to have 6 characters, you need to level 3 of them manually and then you can pay 600 gold each and have other 3 leveled automatically. Auto leveling process takes 8 hours. There are options to level these alts straight to tier 2 and tier 3, but there are bigger requirements and it costs much more gold. Next, we need to secure first 302 gear set, and this is where time zone difference will come into play. PST and EU time zone players will want to fully complete the Vern main story quest, then sail straight to Shushar and complete the main story quest there. Completing Vern and Shushar main story quest takes around 2 to 3 hours, and it will give you a full 302 gear set. For EST players, you want to acquire your gear by doing 2 Chaos Dungeons, then upgrading the gear with all the mats you gain, then doing 2 Guardian Raids while harvesting both souls, and finish up with 3 daily Una tasks, all before the first daily reset. Everything else from this point will be the same for all 3 time zones. Now we want to upgrade our gear as high as we can, so we will need to drain every single upgrade material source in the game. First, we are gonna go for island hopping and doing quests that reward upgrade materials. The islands you want to go to are Serenity Isle, Panda Island, Toto Silver Island, White Wave Island, Dreamgul Island, and Glacier Island that starts on Peito. I won't explain how to do each quest, as some of them have different requirements, but you can find fully explained guide on each of the island on maxroll.gg. Link to those island guides will be posted in the description. Next we are doing more island hopping, but this time we are going for pirate coins. The islands you want to go for are Golden Wave Island, Runaways Island, Freedom Island, Cult Hertz, Black Fang Den, Peto but only yellow quest. You will use pirate coins at the traveling ship merchant that is located outside every harbor to trade for upgrade materials each week, since they are on a weekly limit. Next we are doing 3 daily Una tasks to grab Harmony Leapstone. You can do any daily that gives Leapstones as rewards, but my recommendations are Paradise Cab that starts at Cruise Ship aka Peto, Rob the Loot that starts in Shoeshire Frozen Sea region, and Slaves Rescue that starts at Island of Icy Hearts aka Cult Hertz. Don't forget to save these 3 into your Bifrost teleport, as you will be doing these 3 dailies every single day. After that you want to finish both PvP weekly quests that reward the most Leapstones and complete them before first weekly reset. After you complete all dailies and weeklies, you will want to claim Epona badges before weekly reset. Next we will use all the materials gained to upgrade gear as far as it goes. In theory this should be enough for 460 item level, but in case it isn't, you will want to farm highest available chaos dungeon for green crystals that you will then trade for upgrade materials that are available on a weekly limit. So you will want to grab all of them before first weekly reset. Since this is a min-maxing guide, I did some math. On average, it takes 7 minutes to complete one chaos dungeon, and on average one run drops around 150 crystals. You will need exactly 4350 crystals to obtain every material, which means you will need to do 29 rounds of chaos dungeons, which means it's going to take around 3.5 hours to obtain all of the materials. You will want to farm these before first weekly reset to maximize material gain. Use those materials to progress your gear further. If you are not 460 item level by now, you will want to do Vern Weekly Abyss Dungeon and 2 Guardian raids, where you only harvest 2 souls on highest available boss, and do first clear only on bosses that are lower than your item level. This will reward you the chest that gives you set of accessories. Apply the accessories that give you primary stats for your class. Since you are not 460 item level and you have finished your daily PvE activities, you will want to focus on world and sea events that will be available that day. The schedule for these is still unknown, so check on your calendar what is available and when. Priority is on Chaos Gate, world bosses and ghost ships. Next you will do your daily rapport songs and emotes to whichever NPC you want. My recommendations are King Tyrion, Sasha and Adele, as they give gold after you reach certain level of rapport reputation with them. To finish off the day, you will want to deplete your gathering bar. To unlock life skills and gathering, you will want to go back to West Lutera continent in region Lake Bar. There you will have gathering guide quests that after you complete, they will give you blue gathering tools. After you finish all the guide quests, you will want to go to Annika, to a region called Delphi Prefecture, and only do herbalism around this area until you fully deplete your gathering bar. Make sure you unlock your estate beforehand and complete the tutorials inside. Always make sure you send ships to a mission, and in laboratory start working on recipes for potions. After all of this, your day of min-maxing has finished and you are free to do whatever else you want to do, whether it's PvP, exploring islands, farming Mokoko seeds, or even leveling another alt, it's up to you. If you are 460 level by now, then you will want to sail straight to Rohandel, complete the main story quest to unlock higher tier 1 content, and use upgrade materials that you gain to progress your gear as far as it goes. The biggest priority will be completing both Vern and Rohandel weekly Abyss dungeons before first weekly reset. If you achieve this, you will then refer to the section of the video before this one and start working on everything that I mentioned there. Finish up Guardian raids, do your rapport and gathering, focus on world and sea daily events that are available on the day, and after all of that, you're free to do whatever else you want. Keep in mind that after first weekly reset, you are no longer pressed for time, and you can play the game at a slower pace, as min-maxing also becomes less and less important. Your main goal will be item level 600, which unlocks Yorn and puts you in tier 2. To reach 600 item level, you will keep doing all daily and weekly activities I mentioned before in a video, until you have enough materials to reach it. To help a bit with extra materials, when reaching 460 item level and unlocking Rohandel, you will have access to new islands. Recommendations are Twilight Isle, Sublime Isle, Isle of Yearning, Atropos and Cradle of the Sea, which when completing the quests, they will give you upgrade materials and pirate coins. While you are progressing to 600, make sure you complete second awakening quest that starts in Rohandel after you complete the main story quest at the NPC next to the mailbox. The quest takes around 3 to 4 hours to complete. Also, another important thing that you can do is going for skill point potions. I won't show you how to obtain each skill potion, but there will be a link in the description showing and explaining how to obtain every single skill potion in the game. When you reach item level 600, sail to Yorn, complete the main story quest to unlock tier 2 content and obtain upgrade materials. You will want to acquire 802 gear set by running first Yorn Chaos Dungeon 2 times. You will also receive gems from Chaos Dungeon and some other tier 2 content, so make sure you combine them and apply to your gear. The same principle to progress in gear applies here. Your daily and weekly checklist does not change. You're always doing the highest available Chaos Dungeon and Guardian raid, same 3 daily Una tasks, as rewards scale with your item level and you will get tier 2 leapstones. All other side activities, world and sea events you were doing in tier 1, you keep doing in tier 2. As soon as you reach item level requirement for your weekly Abyss dungeon, you should complete it. After that, your next item level goal is 960, which unlocks new continent Phaeton. Completing main story quest unlocks higher tier 2 content and gives upgrade materials. It will also unlock 3 new weekly Abyss dungeons that you should complete as soon as you meet the requirements. To help you gain extra materials, you will want to go for island hopping to obtain tier 2 materials for quests on islands. These islands are Bikini Island, Liebeheim, Island of Distorted Dimensions, Pomona Island, Resort Gavis, Hypnos Eye, and Island of Fantasy. Eventually, in Tier 2, you will also want to complete Tower of Shadow, as it will be much easier on higher item level and it will unlock extra materials for your alts. Guide to clearing each stage in the tower will be posted in the description. Your next item level threshold is 1100, which will unlock next continent Punica and put you at tier 3. Again, same principle to acquiring gear applies. First finish Punica main story quest to unlock all the tier 3 content, then run first Punica Chaos Dungeon to acquire 1302 item level gear set. The initial set will be blue and you will want to upgrade it to +6, which is 1325 item level. This will allow you to run 1325 item level Chaos Dungeon that will drop the purple 1302 gear set, which gives better stats. Upgrade that purple set until you meet requirements for Punica Abyss dungeons. Completing Punica Abyss dungeons will grant you materials that you will use to craft purple gear set. If you are confident and meet item level requirements, you can run them in hard mode for better rewards and more materials. One of the 3 purple sets will be your final gear set until new tier 3 content is released. You will want to be ready for Argos Abyss raid with a minimum 1370 item level, which is +15, and if you want effortlessly clear all 3 phases, you want to be ready with 1415 item level, which is +18. Also, don't forget to replace your tier 2 gems with tier 3 gems, as they are 50% less effective when paired with tier 3 gear and accessories. Your daily and weekly checklists don't change in Tier 3, and you still want to do 2 Guardian raids, 2 Chaos dungeons and 3 daily Una tasks every day, while adding more weekly content and other daily content that will be available during that day. You will also want to complete Tower of Doom, as you will breeze through it with Tier 3 gear. At Tier 3 you will also want to start farming lower item level Guardian raids and weekly Abyss dungeons for cards. And you should also already have at least 3 maxed out engravings. Having good engravings will matter the most in Equalies weekly heroic Guardian raids and Abyss trials. Make sure you also join a guild and do all the guild support to farm Silmal tokens that exchange for upgrade materials, and also do around 20 to 30 PvP games each week to obtain PvP tokens that can also be exchanged for upgrade materials. Main min-maxing in Tier 3 is all about how many alts you can manage and how much time you have each day and each week to do daily and weekly checklists on multiple characters. I tried not going too much in depth when it comes to explaining things that are not related directly to progression from tier to tier. Main min-maxing happens in the first few days before first daily and first weekly reset. The higher you progress, the less important it is to min-max everything. Some things that are mentioned in the video have not been 100% confirmed, and there is always possibility that gear progression is slowed down by too much and sources of upgrade materials are nerfed, which would essentially make first part of progression in this guide kinda irrelevant. Nonetheless, this will be exact step by step what I will do on launch. There are definitely things I could have explained better and talk more about it, but I didn't want video to be super long. So if you have any questions, please write them in the comments. I respond to all of the Lost Ark relevant questions. Hopefully this guide helps you and you learned something new. The written version of this guide will be posted in the description. If you are not already, make sure that you are subscribed and turn your notifications on so you don't miss out on the future videos. Thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.